but I feel like there's an even darker side of LLMs that you talk about in part two. Um, I watched the Cleaners documentary about the people who have to look at the most gruesome and awful content to
Yeah.
label that content like before it goes on social sites so they never make it to those actual platforms. It was absolutely shocking and understandably, no one talks about this stuff,
Yeah.
especially on the big tech companies. OpenAI used Kenyan workers at less than like $2 an hour to make ChatGPT less toxic. Like there's
Yeah.
so many of these stories that are just like hidden from public sight. What steps can we take as an industry to like be more ethically minded when we manage and support content moderators who are exposed to like all this harmful material? Like should there be an industry-wide standard for treatment and support of these content moderators? Like how can we get more people to even know about this stuff? Like I kind of knew about it, but like when I watched the documentary, I was shocked by how massive the industry was in a specific country that was behind a lot of this work.
It is shocking. It's so disturbing. Um, and oh, it's crazy as well because it's so well hidden that I think it is very difficult to kind of surface some of this stuff to regular users who again just get the shiny end product. They get the YouTube hot dog and they have no idea all of like the horrendous things that these cleaners have essentially seen and removed from YouTube. Um, it's really tricky. I do hope we get to a point where hopefully AI could help assist with some of this stuff so that we aren't putting humans through this like very traumatic experience. And it's also, yeah, it's just there's so many interesting layers to it as well, right? Like we have these are the people that are deciding those edge cases as well. And so lines get a little bit blurry and yeah, I don't know. I want to continue, highlighting that so that people are aware. And I think we can put pressure on some of the tech companies to um, be more responsible in how they distribute those tasks and ensure that mental health services are provided, that these people are taken care of, or I don't know, I don't have all the answers for that, but I do think it's a really important area to kind of consider and think about and push back on, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's so important. Thank you
um,
for making this a part of like all of your talks and like it's
yeah.
it's it's baked into your guide. And yeah, it really opened my eyes to like the ethics. I kind of like knew most of it, but yeah, the cleaner stuff was really eye-opening. And yeah, I think the only thing we can do, like you said, like putting more pressure on the bigger companies to like how is this a thing like in
Yeah.
2024? Like how are we treating
Yeah.
people that are doing this type of work like this? But yeah, like the dirty laundry, the ethics, like there's a dark side to LLMs and AI and ML.